Dear March of Remembrance participants, it gives me a great pleasure and honor to be here with you today on behalf of our St. Sava Serbian Orthodox Church, and certainly to remember this amazing anniversary, and as we heard before, to hope and pray that something like this will never happen again. And certainly it's a very painful part of our history, recent history, and that many of our family members experienced in one way or the other. And certainly we, coming from Serbia, we know how all of our people shared in the pain and suffering of Jews and other minorities who were persecuted for no other reason but only because they are, who they are. And we see and understand today how wrong that is. The first commandment given to us by God is commandment of love. And Apostle Paul says, without love we are nothing. And because of that, we see what happens when love is absent from the hearts of people. People lose their sense of humanity. And I think that is what we need to return into today's world, to encourage people to bring that feeling of love, not just for the people who love them back, but to encourage each one of us to love everybody. It's not easy, but it is the only way for us to move forward. And another very important step for us to overcome the difficulty of what happened is having forgiveness and being able to always continue to remember what happened. And it is very important in my mind not to generalize things, but to understand that those horrible deeds were done by certain people, and they are the one responsible. And we cannot generalize and do the whole nations and accuse everybody. But we have to have understanding, and we have to have forgiveness, and we have to move forward. And it's so wonderful to see all of you here gathered today to do this march and to show to the world that we will never forget, and that we will continue to remember the suffering of so many millions of people. And in our Serbian Orthodox calendar of our church, we do have some people from that time who became saints and martyrs of the church, such as one of the bishops of the Czech Slovak Republic, Bishop Gorazd, who have been hiding a number of Jewish people in his church, and because of that he was captured by Germans and executed. And so there's so many thousands of wonderful people who try to help, and as we say, we remember so that something like this will never happen again. And that's what we pray today, that God will save us all and help us not to see anything even close to this happen again, in not only in our generation, but in the future as well. Thank you.
Visit www.marchofremembrancehouston.org, www.marchofremembrance.org for information on an event in your area. Here, Holocaust survivors, World War II veterans, and/or their families share their experiences as victims and liberators. Experience heartfelt testimonies, healing, and hope. Rise up and march against today's anti-Semitism. Marchofremembrance.org, marchofremembrancehouston.org.